Hi, this is Lara at Elliott Wave Gold with your daily analysis for Tuesday 25th of March. I'm recording the video nearly 10 minutes past 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We were expecting downwards movement. We got a very slight new low, but we've got mostly sideways and slightly higher movement. Upwards movement is finding resistance about the upper edge of that channel on the hourly chart, which is what we were expecting. The wave count remains the same, the target is still 1271 and it should be met maybe in another couple of days or so. I'm expecting an increase in downwards momentum over the next 24 to 36 hours. Let's have a look at the wave count at the daily chart level. The main wave count looks at the possibility that primary wave 4 is a huge double combination, and this is the main wave count because combinations are more common than triangles. Within primary wave 4, the first structure in the double is a zigzag. It ends off to the left of the chart, labelled intermediate wave W. The double is joined by a 3 in the opposite direction, labelled X, and the second structure may be either a flat or a triangle. A flat is more likely because it's much more common. It would subdivide 3, 3, 5, and within a flat, the B wave must reach a minimum of 90% the length of the A wave at 1201.98. If it's an expanded flat, which is the most common type of flat, then B may make a new price extreme beyond the start of A. So new lows below 1180 are actually reasonably likely. The whole structure for intermediate wave Y is likely to end about the same level as intermediate wave W at 1434 because the purpose of combinations is to move price sideways. Primary wave 4 may not move into primary wave 1 price territory above 1532.90. Now that downwards movement has clearly broken the lower edge of this pink channel, any further upward corrections should find resistance at this pink trend line. That's what this pullback did. It looks like minor wave B is most likely going to be a zigzag, and within it, minute wave A is incomplete. Let's look at this on the hourly chart where it begins here. This point here. We have 1, a shallow 2, it's shallow because it found resistance at that pink trend line, and 3 is incomplete. We need to see a clear, obvious increase in downward momentum for the third wave, beyond that seen for the third wave. We haven't seen that yet, so it's not over here. This is likely just the first wave complete within the third wave, and the second wave is showing up on the daily chart. When third waves extend, the corrections for the second and fourth wave within them do typically show up and are just a bit more time consuming, so they show on the daily chart. So this actually has a really typical look so far. It's likely that this little second wave is over here, but if it's not and it continues higher, it can't move beyond the start of 1 above 1342.53. although I would expect it to continue to find resistance at the upper edge of this base channel. The third wave within the third wave should be strong enough to clearly breach the lower edge of this base channel, and when that happens you may have confidence that we are in the middle of a third wave. At this stage the target remains the same at 1271. This third wave at minuet degree would reach equality in length with the first wave. If that target is met and passed, then it may be too high. The third wave may reach 1.618, the length of the first wave. Once we have subminuet wave 3 within it complete, we'll get a better idea as to what ratio this bigger third wave may take. So I may recalculate this target when I can calculate it at a second wave degree, at subminuet degree as well. So it may change. This main wave count expects that minor wave B will unfold as a zigzag, and that within it, minute wave A will be a 5-wave structure. That's most common, so this is the most likely wave count. Alternatively, 1, 2, and another 5 down here could be a complete 3-wave structure. If we move the degree of labelling up here and look at the possibility that minor wave B is a flat or a double combination beginning with a zigzag, then we may have the first 3-wave structure complete down here. Within minor wave B, this may be minute wave A or W if it's a double zigzag or double combination. If it's a flat correction, then A subdivides as a 3, B must subdivide as a 3 and must reach a minimum of 90% the length of A. That would be achieved at 1383.87. If it's a double zigzag, I'd expect a shallow X wave. If it's a double combination, I'd expect a deep X wave. So this alternate wave count would be confirmed if the main wave count is invalidated with movement above 1342.53. At that stage, this would be my only wave count. Although at this stage, I don't have a lot of confidence in this alternate. Technically it fits, the subdivisions fit, but it doesn't have quite the right look within minor wave B. I think this is too shallow for the end of a minute degree wave within minor B, giving the wave count at the daily chart level a rather odd look. At the daily chart level, it's also possible that primary 4 is a huge triangle unfolding with a series of three-wave structures, a zigzag for A, a zigzag for B, a double zigzag for C complete, so we'd be expecting a single zigzag down for D, which for a contracting triangle may not move beyond the end of B, below 1180.84. For a barrier triangle, D should end about the same level as B, so may move very slightly below this invalidation point, and the triangle would remain a valid idea. For this one, I'd expect that within the zigzag for D we have a 5, 3, and we need a complete 5 down, and C, showing its second wave on the daily chart, would be extending and probably 1.618 the length of A. And that's all for me today with your gold analysis, and I hope that all our members are having a fabulous day.